Good morning, guys. Welcome back. I wanted to show you how I took this fall fabric and turned these letters and this box along with the fall fabric into this. And the first thing I want to do is just spray paint the outside of this box. This is really rough wood and I'm not too concerned with the outside, and I definitely don't want to paint it because it's so rough. So I'm going to take a matching color and I'm going to use this very dark green because there's a very dark green in the center of my pattern, and I'm going to spray paint the outside. I did put some plastic inside of here, and I am using something called frog tape to line the inside so that none of the spray paint gets in here. So I'm going to do the outside border with the darker color and the outside of the box. I am taking these letters and I painted that same color all around. I painted the whole letter, but I'm trying more just to get these sides. And one of the reasons that I'm using fabric to decoupage these with is because sometimes the napkin patterns stay the same for years and years. It's always a challenge to find a really pretty napkin. You might find one or two for a season, but when you go into the fabric store and look at all of the fabrics, and you want to get the lightest weight cotton fabric that you can for this, there are so many beautiful fabrics. That's the only reason that I am doing this fabric decoupage on here, and I'll show you how to do this. If you want, you can follow these same instructions using a napkin if you found a napkin that you really like, but there are just a few different things you want to do when you're decoupaging with fabric. So here's the easiest way to do this. So what I want to do is take my decoupage glue. Now this is the front of the letter and it's going on the back of the fabric. So I'm just going to add decoupage glue to the front of the letter, and I'm not going over the sides, but I do want to make sure I get these ends. If you get some on the sides, that's okay, but we're really focusing on these edges. And don't go too light on this decoupage glue because we definitely want to make sure that it sticks to the fabric. And then you want to place the letter down. And because I'm not going to overlap on the sides, I'm just cutting out, and I'm using these scissors, and these are called stitchers because I checked around, I did some research, and I found out that for intricate cutting, these have the best tips. You don't want to use them on anything except for fabric. Now I'm going to press the letter down firmly onto the fabric. The decoupage glue is on there. Now I'm flipping it over and I can feel where this letter is. And again, I'm going to go over the surface with the decoupage glue. Now I have a warming drawer on my oven. It doesn't go over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So what I'm doing is covering the letter on the front with the decoupage glue. Make sure you're using a bristle brush because you want to get into these fabrics. And because it is so important for this step to dry before we go on to the next step, I'm putting these in the warming drawer in my oven. And you can turn this over and see on the back where you're going. So for right now, I'm going to put these in the oven. So I did this to all four letters, F-A-L-L. The other three are already in the warming drawer. So I'll put this in there and show you the next step. So these are completely dry, and I'm taking my very sharp scissors. And again, you want to take your best fabric scissors and just cut as close to the edge as you can. And just cut away all of the fabric. When you get into areas like this, it's easier to cut some strips right up to the edge and snip all of that excess away. So there's my letter. Now that the shadow box is all dry and letters have all been decoupaged, I'm going to glue the letters into place to fit inside the box. And I'm going to glue these in. So I'm using this new glue that I found called Power Tack that seems to be working pretty well. I've used it on a couple of other crafts. You know how I am a huge fan of the E6000? Well, this actually states that it doesn't smell like the E6000, but it has the holding power, the staying power, but it isn't as toxic, and it dries a little bit quicker than the E6000. So I'm just going to glue these letters down, and I don't recommend hot glue unless you found a hot glue that lasts forever, because this is going to be up on a wall hanging, and if the weight of these letters or humidity causes your hot glue to fall apart or to come apart, you're going to have your letters falling off the wall. So I'm going to glue the rest of these. I'm actually going to place a book or something over them just to make sure they're firmly down and glued, and then I'll come right back. All right, guys, so there is our project for the week. Naturally, I always want to thank you guys for subscribing, but I'm sure you hear that all the time from different channels. Most of us aren't just saying that by rote. We really mean it, because if not for you and your support and you guys that keep coming back and making comments and giving the thumbs up, we just wouldn't be here. So thank you so much for that. I will be back next week with another video. I'm going to be adding a couple of very short musical videos. They're DIYs, but just for a couple of different pumpkin ideas that I have. So once again, thank you so much for subscribing. Upcycle with Decoupage is my Facebook page. If you go over there and like and follow the page, you'll be notified every week when I put a new video out. And thanks again, my friends. Fall is here. We have a nice crisp day outside. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you soon with a short DIY pumpkin video, and I will be posting a couple of those, okay? And some other nice videos are coming up during the fall, Halloween season, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. All right, guys, see you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.